guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Books and Diamonds, and today I finished my project for my friend, so that should be up on the channel soon. So today we are going to try to see how this whip wheel is going to work. We'll see. We'll see if this is a good idea or if I should just pick it before and show you the footage afterwards, something like that. But let's see what we got. So I have Sisters of Fate and Lean on Me. Man, the glare. Okay, so it's gonna say Lean on Me anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking with whips now is I'll either show you guys the wheel, obviously, like I was saying, I forgot my pen. I'll either do the wheel prior, I will maybe do the wheel and then like a week of a whip. I haven't decided yet. I have not had multiple whips for a very long time, but I feel like we are going through the same boat. Lean on Me, by Jody Bergson. Same. Forever Young Tray. Pen from Diamond Art Club. Pink Wax. And I hope you're all doing well. I am super excited to be done with my first kit of the year. And to be able to work on a square. Yeah. I think it's going to be nice. I just finished kitting the Sisters of Fate up yesterday. And so far drills are good. You know, I see that I'm going to definitely get tired of, there's like a dark blue and like a 310 in that, so the background is probably going to not be fun, but I don't know. I think it will be still a good time. I'm still really excited about the kit. And it's getting another kit from my Refresh Your Stash. And I'm also participating in Fairy Tales and Folklore with that kit as well. So a lot of good things with that kit that I feel like I haven't been able to participate in an event for a very long time. I kind of did that with Monte More, was kind of my Drills and Chills kit. But it would be really nice to just work on a kit for an event. I think that would be really fun. And just have one kit at a time. But then I'm like sitting there like, I like going from round to square, but I don't have enough rounds for that. Like, I literally have the one in front of me and Freya. That is the only two options I have. So I'm already working on this one. And I'm hoping this one will be done in this century. Because what I'm hoping with this is that I can, like, kind of work on different kits at different times, you know? So this is not just my Wip and Chat kit, but it's, like, my daily kit. Like, I can, like, I spin the wheel, I get it, and I work on, it for a certain period of time. I think what I might do, is just do a daily spin. So if I spin the wheel and I'm not going to count this as my daily spend, because I'm just testing it out for today. But tomorrow, when I get off of work, I'm going to spin the wheel if I feel like diamond painting. And that's been my other thing too, is trying to rush through the I didn't really rush through the project. But really pushing myself to finish it because I was so close to being done. Like, I've kind of put some of my other hobbies aside to do that. So it would be nice to kind of maybe focus on other hobbies. And then once I'm like, I mean, as long as I want to diamond paint, I'm going to diamond paint. It's like, as long as I want to play a certain video game, I'm going to play a certain video game. If I want to read a book, I want to read a book. Like, that's the joy of audiobooks. Like, I think that's why I feel like addicted is like a kind of a heavy word for it. But I really like audiobooks because I can still do things that I like to do. Like, I like to video game. And some video games is like you're grinding like an area for a while and you don't need the sound, so you're going to listen to your audiobook. And stuff like that. So, but this year I've been really trying to push myself to reading more physically again. So it's been like a balance of how do I, put all these 42. How do I, balance all of that? And I think the truth is it just depends on what you want to do, kind of what's going on. So now that I'm kind of done with that project with my friend, like, not like I really had a time frame. Like, if I did not get that project done by her birthday, I don't think she would have been too upset. But I was like, I am almost done with this project. And it can be done before her birthday, and that's what I wanted. Are we sure this is supposed to be round? It's just, it looks weird. Look, this looks weird. But anyway, yeah, that's just kind of my kind of where I'm at now that I have that kit finished. It gives me a little freedom to do, not necessarily freedom, that's the wrong word, because I could still do like my other hobbies. It's just, I have a different kit now. I would love to say I'm going to finish that in the end of, because of all the color blocking. Like, I would love to finish Sisters of Fate by April. And maybe even this kit by April. And just go back down to one whip. I don't even know what I'm going to pick after this, to really be honest. Because there's not really any events like I could see myself participating in until maybe Drills and Chills, maybe. And you do have to have a start and an end for that. And I think my canvases that would qualify are too big. That's only for the grand prize, though. So even if as long as I had a blank start, I wouldn't necessarily need to finish it. I I'm kind of liking more and more people doing events where you don't need to start or a finish. You can just kind of jump in wherever you're at. Um, I think if I was to do an event, I would do it that way, just because like people are busy and I feel like kids like I feel like kids are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and like my time that I have to do these kids is getting smaller. So it's even though to me I think this is like a perfect size. This is a 55.8 by 83.8. So it's a little bit of the longer like wider across. But it's still like the same length down as the one I just finished. So I feel like this is a really good size point for me, but I feel like kids are getting to the point where I wish they had a variety of, and when I say small, I'm like talking like 30 to 30. Like, I wish Diamond Art Club could do something that size. Or like influence more partials for like the bust images and stuff. Like, you don't have to have somebody do that whole background. I don't know. I mean, obviously it'd be a lot more work for them, but it would be kind of cool if they made it to where you could have a choice between a partial and a full when it came to, you know, those really heavy color blocking backgrounds. Because some of the images are really pretty, but nobody wants to do like a white background. Like it's not fun. Like, and that's the whole thing that I don't get those because like I know I'm gonna get halfway through. I know it won't take me long, but I'm gonna get halfway through and just not want to do the kit anymore because it's the major color blocking. I love line blocking. I did, and I showed it in like my year of diamond painting video, but I did a kit for Nightmare Before Christmas where I think it was supposed to represent rain, and I did major line blocking, and I really liked line blocking. But for Autumn Elf, which is the one I did for my friend, like there was 2 full rows of nothing but color blocking. And now it wasn't the same color, there was like a break in color, but it was still a lot of color blocking. And then to me, like this has a lot of confetti. Which is fine. And if you don't know what color blocking is just like you have the same color in a certain area, and confetti is like you have to change your color more often. But I don't know. It'd be a cool option. Like it would be good, be kind of a cool little something where they can try it and see how people feel. And I know they like watch the group, like the group Facebook group. So and they have to see the sales, but I don't think the sales match with what we really want because I think somebody's going to get it anyway. It's a Margaret Morales, you know, one of them was a Margaret Morales. Well, it's a Margaret Morales, so everybody's going to get that because of who it is. and not necessarily if they're going to like doing it necessarily sometimes. Because I know there's people that just, like, there's certain artists that they're just going to collect no matter what the picture is. Which, that's intense. Well, I mean, technically, she only had one, so I guess I have the one that she put on. Unless she has stuff that she did earlier. But, yeah, that's the only one I could find listed with Document Art Club. But, yeah, there's some of these artists, and then, like, the one that did Monte More, I think that's the only one. But Yume art, like, I couldn't imagine, unless you've just been collecting them through the times. But then, like, they had that, and I was kind of disappointed because, like, all the instrument series from Yume art is no longer, like, they're all discontinued minus the piano one, and I was like, okay, like, are we going to, like, do they have more? Or are we just, that's it for that? I'm like, that's sad. Because I was thinking about getting it, and then they discontinued. And I'm more of those people that, like, if it's gone, it's gone. I don't want to deal with these stash groups, to be honest. There's, like, really nothing I would want that I would want to dig through a D-stash group right now. Because I just kind of want to save for the new stuff or save for a different company. I'm eventually going to get my hands on a Jada Gem Shop. Eventually. There's so much money. Like, I've seen the finished product. Like, I am not saying there's so much money and it's not worth it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a lot of money right now. And if I was to buy from her shop, I really couldn't see me wanting to buy from another shop. And I'm on a no buy right now anyway. Because I'm trying to get my kids down. Ideally, I would like to keep my kids down to a rotating 5. Maybe 6, because I would like to have 3 squares in my stash and 3 rounds. And then just go through that. That would be my ideal. But yeah, that would be my ideal, but I mean, the shapes could be questionable, but I would like to be able to go down to 6. Because I feel like if I was to be like, tomorrow, I don't like this hobby anymore, which I don't think would happen, but I would feel I would feel fine trying to finish, 6 kits. I don't want it to be like my book collection where I have too many and then I have kits I don't want to work on. And as of right now, I look at my stash and I want to work on every single thing I have in there. So that's just the thing that makes me happy is no matter how old the kid is, I'm excited to work on it. So, and I was part of me was Sisters of Fate, like it was in the old box, but it still had the perforated. So I don't know if the perforated and the new box, like if there was a time, like if there was a time where they were going from, okay, here's the perforated and then the old box to the new one. But I still counted it because it was in the old box. So that leaves me with 2 more the old kits. And then, which, I mean, the 2 ones I have are big, huge ones. So I could potentially have maybe only 1 or 2 for refresh, and then maybe focus on the 2 next year as definites. I mean, one of them was definitely on my list, which was Notre Dame at Night. That's still on my list to do this year if I get to it. Yeah, but I have so many big, huge kits. And I'm just like, small is just not in my collection. And if I get Jada Gem Shop, it's like still gonna be big kits. I don't. Which means like less finishes, but at the same time, like, you know, things I want to work on. I don't. And this is really bad. I don't look at size first. I look at the image, like, okay, do I like the image? Like, I might think about confetti. Confetti doesn't really bother me too much, neither does color blocking. Even though I was having that whole spiel about the color blocking earlier. But, sorry guys, I am just like trying to find everything. I think I might try to see if I take out like the 2 big ones, if I can fit all the rest of them in there. 'Cause it's kind of a pain to always just have a whole bunch of, like, clean up my space a little bit over here. Yeah, so sorry guys, I'm just like looking to see if it will tell me, like, seeing if boyfriend's coming home or what's going on. Like, I kept hearing like a whole bunch of people outside, so I was like, there could be a possibility he's coming home like right now, and I missed his text again. It happens. I just film, like, if you don't know, like, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I just film these when I have, like, either something to say or I just have the time to sit down and talk to you guys about stuff. So this isn't, like, filmed on like, that's why I don't say like you're watching this like this is the date or anything, because I just post these up on the random. Because I usually just talk about random stuff. I don't really talk about anything particular. Valentine's Day is coming up though. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we're just not. I think we're gonna go do our normal sushi and hot springs, which I'm excited about. Which the hot springs has gotten so expensive. We go to one that's like, when I say local, it's still 45 minutes away from where I live. And it's like $50-$60 just to go to their oh, okay, I think it's 50-60, not per person, but for a whole party. For the two of us, so I guess that's not bad, but it's still not. Well, I feel like I'm missing stuff, but I'm like, at the same time, I'll just fill it in later. Yeah, but I'm like, it's just gotten expensive. And I think that's kind of what influenced my no buy to begin with, was it's like, I would, and this is mostly for my books or my video games, like, I would get a whole bunch of books or video games, and then they would sit on my shelf, I would finally play them, and then it's like, I'm not really into this. And it happens less with my video games than it does with, like, my books. Because I feel like my taste in video games doesn't change as much as, like, my taste in books. Like, right now, like, a couple years ago, I would never touch Romantasy. That would have just not been something I would even consider touching. And now that's not all I read, because I've been starting my Game of Thrones reading and stuff. But, like, it's in the, like, if I hear about a really good romantasy book, I will pick it up, because I've been really enjoying that genre, subgenre. Which I think I've always kind of liked it, but I think it was, like, more like paranormal romance, I guess, is how it started out, and now it's romantasy. Like, tell me the difference. Like, really, like, tell me the difference. I think, like, paranormal is more of, like, a urban setting, where, romantasy is, like, oh, you're in a typical, like, queens and kings and knights thing, and I don't know. I like it. I enjoy it. It makes me happy. I wouldn't even bashed anybody before I started liking it, So I think it's stupid to bash people about anything that they like. That's, that level. I'm like, if we're talking about books and my friend's like, that's the worst book ever, like, as long as they can tell me why, it's fine. Like, I think the reviews that make me kind of mad is just like, I just hate this because it exists. And I feel like that's how a lot of people are still with romantasy. I'm like, okay, it's been a subgenre for a decent amount of time. Now I feel like you need something to back this up now, because not all of it's the same. some of it is a little samey, but I'm just like, there's different aspects of it, you know, depending on what you're reading. And some of it's written like really, really well, and I would say matches a lot of my political, you know, political fantasy that I like. It just has a little bit deeper of a storyline in romance. But some of it can be really political driven, and some of it can just be like, I don't really want to say a title, but like the fourth book of Akatar, like that did not feel like it fit the rest of the series. That's just all I can say about that book. Is like, it just did not feel like the rest of the series. I think what she should have done is just, and when I reviewed this book, like I said the same thing, like, just finish an arc. Like, I felt like an arc needed to be done first before she moved on. Like, finish the arc with this other group, this other couple. There is some major gapping in this, but hopefully, like, when you're looking at this far away, because, like, some of it is, and then some of it's not. So, I don't know. Yeah, but we'll probably be getting off pretty soon here. But anyway, like, let me know what type of projects you guys work on during my chatty time with you. If there's any, like, exciting, like, things that you hope Diamond Art Club or any other shop does this year. I know Diamond Art Club has their anniversary sale coming up, I think, here soon. So I see that probably, hopefully, maybe getting some really big releases. I probably won't shop until Black Friday. And why I say Black Friday is that's usually when, like, all shops have really good sales and not just Diamond Art Club. So if I decide I don't want Diamond Art Club but I want a different shop, I might just shop somewhere else. But I'm not quite there yet. Like, I haven't decided. What I'm going to probably do is probably Thanksgiving decide what shop I want to shop at, and then, like, look at my bank account and see if that's going to be feasible or not. And it just depends on circumstances and stuff like that too. But anyway, I'm going to end this off with what I'm reading, what I'm watching, what I'm playing, and what I'm listening to. So what I'm reading is Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen, which is a Beauty and the Beast Why Choose. What I am watching, we have been catching up on some major anime, so I caught up on Spy Family, I caught up on One Piece, I think we are caught up on Shogun. I'm slowly watching Naruto. Shippuden, finally. I'm finally on Shippuden. So if I get really into that, that should go a little bit faster. And then YouTube. And then I'm playing Catherine Full Body, and I'm still on Code Vein. I'm still doing the Code Vein grind. I might DNF that game. I don't know, or yeah, I'll just call it a DNF. I don't like the game, the fighting style, or I might just put that on like a major hiatus, and just come back to it later. I don't know. It's not bringing me joy right now, and I'm like, I'm kind of close to finishing it, but not enough to push through it. And what am I listening to? Epic, still. I am waiting for something to blow me away like Epic did last year. Like, I always have, like, kind of, like, music of the year type of thing. And Epic just, like, hit me last year. I don't think we have a new season of Has Been Hotel, so I can't hope for that. Hello Boss is coming back, so there might be music in there. I don't know. I've been kind of going back to like my old music, like I listened to in high school. And it still hits like I listened to it in high school. So I feel like the new stuff just doesn't. I love Dove Cameron, and I love Sabrina Carpenter, but like I'm a Taylor Swift, like I love her music fan. Like her music is really good. I think she's a really good lyricist. But when an album doesn't hit, like I can definitely feel it, like I think even more than, you know, somebody that's like a mega fan of her somewhat, because it's like I'm only here for your music, and like I've collected up all her vinyl, minus like I didn't get the Lovers because I didn't like how she redid those songs. And then I just haven't been inspired to buy A Life of a Showgirl yet. Cause it's like, I think one day, like, I will probably listen to it in like 2 or 3 years from now, from when it released, and I'm gonna say like it was okay. It was okay for the time, but I don't think I'm, you know, attached to it. It doesn't. I don't know. And I could be completely and totally wrong. Like, Elizabeth Taylor could, like, still, like, really get me, but as of right now, no, not really. I can't relate. Can't relate to some of her songs and, like, some of the issues that she brings up. I'm like, I could relate to you. Like, Midnight's I really related to. Because I think, like, she was going through, like, her breakup stuff I can really relate to. And then, like, her puppy love stuff, like, some of the songs in Lover, like, I still really like. Oh, maybe it wasn't Lover, it was 1989, I didn't. But, like, Paper Rings and stuff, like, I can relate to that stuff. Like, Life of a Showgirl, I can't relate to anything. I don't think you were supposed to. I think she was just like giving you a glimpse into her life more than anything else in that. And I don't think anybody's supposed to relate to that. I don't think she was I don't think she was trying to be like, starting anything. Like, I don't think she was trying to start a political movement with her music. Let me just put it that way. Like, everybody was like mad at her. I'm like, I don't think that's really what she was going for. I think she was just like, I'm a showgirl. This is how I feel. Like, and then, she's finally in a decent relationship, it seems like. And she just wanted to make a fun album. Like, I think that's all it is. And I don't see her as like a Green Day or anything. Let me just put it that way. But anyway, now that I've rambled about that for like a couple minutes here, like and subscribe. I try to have videos every Monday, but I haven't been really feeling well, so I will get this up as soon as possible. You might get before this one, might get the post review of Autumn Elf, and then I'll do this one. But anyways, yeah, and I will see you in the next one. I might change up the schedule. This is just a channel of randomness, but you guys have a lovely one. Bye.